We talk about spacing. The most comfortable team wins. In the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes was uncomfortable. Tom Brady was more comfortable, and Tampa won. It wasn't that Brady played great. It was that Tampa's defense was great. The 2 tackles were missing for the Chiefs, and Mahomes was virtually uncomfortable for the entire game, 60 snaps. That was the game. You can talk about anything else. That was the game. Last night, Phoenix was really comfortable. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton did whatever they wanted to, and those are their 3 stars, and Milwaukee didn't make any of them uncomfortable. They went 28 for 50, 20 for 20 from the free throw line. That's the ball game. Real simple. You got to make 1 or 2 of them struggle. The Bucks needed to look in the mirror. Stop whining about free throw disparity. You made no coaching adjustments. Chris Paul in the pick and roll ate you alive. Giannis only took 11 shots, didn't make the Suns uncomfortable there. Phoenix was more aggressive. Phoenix set the tone. I always love when teams complain about the free throw disparity. You got to be aggressive to get to the free throw line, not jack up almost 43s, not have Giannis only take 11 shots. The Suns, by the way, took the 2nd fewest free throws in the NBA this year and made the finals. If you're complaining that you didn't get enough free throws, look in the mirror. Milwaukee, you don't make them when you get them. The Suns were 2nd fewest free throw shooting team in the league and 2nd in free throw percentage. So they didn't shoot many of them. When they did, they make them. Milwaukee, you shot a lot more free throws. You were 23rd in the NBA in making them. Milwaukee essentially last night was Milwaukee. What are the 2 general themes we've talked about with the Bucks all playoffs? They kind of start slow. You know, they'll 1 or 2 games every series, they're totally flat. They don't come out with a ton of energy. Giannis had it. Nobody else did. And the second thing is they don't make a ton of coaching adjustments. They don't. And they didn't last night. That you saw what Milwaukee is, and you also saw what Phoenix is. Phoenix did this with the Lakers. They did it with the Nuggets, and they did it with the Clippers. They seize control first game of the series. They play kind of a relentless style, possession to possession. I don't remember an NBA team, and maybe it's their youth, every single time down the floor. Phoenix plays with this urgency. Every basket matters. And it's probably the naivete of youth. Like everything matters. This is a big spot. We got to play hard. And they do. They don't wait for the game to come to them. We saw it with the Mavs or Lakers. We saw it with the Nuggets. We saw it with the Clippers. They get on top of the teams. And Milwaukee last night, they get on top of you. And now you're playing catch up. Well, that's not what Milwaukee does. They're the Ravens of the NBA. They're not a great free throw shooting team. Their best player's a liability late. Milwaukee's very good. We said this during the regular season. Milwaukee and the Baltimore Ravens play downhill. They get a lead on you, you're in big trouble. But trailing, they don't feel like the same team. And that's the reality of basketball. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Golden State Warriors in their prime. Lead, trailing, didn't matter. So explosive. Milwaukee's not that explosive. Baltimore throwing the football, not that explosive. So they have to play a certain way to win. And Phoenix doesn't allow you to play a certain way because they attack, they're fast, they're quick, they're urgent, they're relentless. I mean, everything went on script. If you had written a script and you'd say, yeah, Chris Paul will take over the game. He'll feel it out for the first half, come out in the third quarter, score 16 of his 32, and take total control of the tempo. And that's exactly what happened. And Milwaukee made no adjustments, never made them uncomfortable, threw up almost 43s, didn't create free throw opportunities because they didn't attack the basket enough. Giannis only had 11 shots. I mean, if I would have told you before the game, if I'd have just told you this, Chris Paul has 32 points, 9 assists, almost no turnovers, perfect from the free throw line, what do you think happened? You'd be like, well, you let Chris Paul do what Chris Paul does. You got to take him out of the game a little, make him a little uncomfortable. Even Mike Budenholzer admitted as much after the game.
He's a good player. Their pick and roll game is tough to guard. So I think we just got to keep getting better. We'll look at the film, see how we can maybe take away some of the rhythm, to just take it where, or make it where he's not getting to his spots as easily. That'll be a big part of looking between game 1 and game 2.
So Chris Paul isn't getting to his spot as easily. That was the game. Chris went where he wanted to go. If you let a quarterback drop back with time, roll left, roll right, play action, never uncomfortable, that's Brady in the Super Bowl. He's going to eat you alive. This is a Chris Paul, first ballot, Hall of Fame, top 5 point guard. You can't let him do whatever he wants. And Milwaukee did. All right, so I didn't see a ton of the match yesterday. I did not. Probably getting a big workout in or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was Brady. It was Aaron Rodgers. I thought the winner, from what I did see, was the state of Montana. That was a 3-hour commercial for the Montana Chamber of Commerce. I got to imagine tens of thousands of people called a real estate agent or went to Zillow.com to look up real estate in Montana. The other winner was Aaron Rodgers putting. Good Lord, he's good at that. But ask yourself this. Wasn't it kind of jokey? I mean, wasn't it kind of like fun and chill? If Aaron Rodgers was going through a real divorce, you think all the guys would joke about it? Like if you went golfing with your buddies and you were going through a divorce and it was imminent and everybody knew it, wouldn't you offer more sympathy than pokes in the ribs? When I watched this whole thing, first of all, we didn't get any grand announcement. Aaron's not going to make a grand announcement on a celebrity golf event that steals the thunder from the celebrity golf event. He's with his guys. He's with his buddies. So that's the first thing. The second thing is Aaron wears his feelings on his sleeve, and he was chill, laughing, relaxed. He's probably reveling in some of this. He's made a decision. He knows to some degree right now contractually he is trapped like Brady was 4 years ago in New England. So you just deal with the stuff that wears you out. You know, I said this earlier about Aaron Rodgers about a month ago, I think. Joy and I talked about this. In life, if you know you're kind of trapped in your job, you have a contract you can't get out, you have a boss you don't like, and you can complain about it and bang your head in the wall all day, or you can at some point come to terms with, well, I want to be happy. So I'm just gonna take a more casual approach. I can't solve every problem at my company. There's nothing I can do to get out of my contract. And that's the Aaron Rodgers I watched yesterday. It's like he's come to terms with it. He's going back to Green Bay. He probably, if this was serious and he was breaking up, don't you think he'd call Brady or Mickelson, DeChambeau, and say, guys, this is sensitive. This is kind of, can we just be cool about it? That's what you would do with your guys if you were going golfing and having a divorce. Guys, I'm exhausted. This is brutal. I can't take 4 hours of crap. Your guys would offer sympathy. Nobody was offering sympathy. They were just poking and poking and poking and poking and poking because Aaron was cool with it. I don't think Aaron's happy with the situation, but I mean, here was a big moment where he could have unveiled the truth.
Packers Bears, any idea who's going to be there? Anybody who's going to be quarterbacking in the number 12 jersey?
Yeah, I don't know, BA. We'll see.
How
won't we?
How about September 12th then? Will you go for that one?
What's that one?
That would be the opener against the Saints.
Oh.
All cheesers rejoice.
Yeah, I don't know, BA. We'll see.
I don't know. It looked too casual, too jokey, too fun. My feeling is anybody in life that knows they're kind of trapped, I mean, let's be honest. It isn't the worst problem in the world being a starting quarterback for Green Bay and making $35 million a year. Aaron could bang his head against the wall, but I think he's come to terms with it. I probably have a year left. I wanted to kind of sign off for the offseason, get this out of my head, take care of me mentally, play a lot of golf, go to Hawaii, let my hair grow. He looks happy to me. I think he's come to some resolution with himself that, listen, what am I going to do? Yell and scream all off season? I want to escape one more year in Green Bay and let Jordan have the team. That's what it feels like to me. The Herd today brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Be a sub above. You know,